In this game, I'll be creating a royal family to run my kingdom. Your characters can have relationships, fall in love, backstab each other. It's got more twists than Game of Thrones. I control my royal family and give instructions, but I don't control the peasants. It's a lot like Rimworld, with a focus on medieval life, love, and diplomacy. Hi, I'm MadMorph, and this is Norland. It's a new colony sim which is coming soon. I'll be playing a king with a wife, but will she love me? My brother is better looking than me, and I'll try to marry him off. Will I have an heir? What will happen in the battles that I fight? If you're new here, hit like and subscribe to let YouTube know you want to see more from me. Now on to the video. You can find all of my links, my Instagram, and my bedtime story channel in the description below. Enjoy. It's time to design a royal family. So I guess this is the Lord Morph himself. Oh, let's have caps lock off. There we go. Manners 5. My manners would be very high. How dare you? Can we re-roll? Ah, we can. Wonderful. I will have full... What have we got? Manners. Provide a significant bonus to relations and interest. Trade. Persuasion. Intellect 4. Seems about right. Management 16. Teaching 10. I would be a good teacher. Combat 7. That's fair. Command 16. This seems like a pretty good thing. I'll be this person. Star manners, you know, star boy. Lord Morphington. Let's change the hair. Music's a bit aggressive, isn't it? Must have black hair. Just saw it there. Where did it go? Is it just that one? The arrows don't correspond to it. Look at the size of that beard. Oh, bloody hell. What other hairs have you got? I think there's a Friar Tuck haircut. Beautiful. Wonderful. The Lord is here. Lord Vampiric. People are probably going to think this is actually what I look like. Oh god, we can't have that. Masked. No face reveal. Will not shave the beard. Wait, I'm homely. Reduces interest the character from other characters by 10. No! My trait is that I'm homely, which means unattractive. Damn. Monogamous. Falls in love once and for all from a happy childhood. Spouse Erda, brother Sigulf. Well, it is what it is. We're an ugly lord. Oh, I hope there's a bear on here. Hang on, getting into some animals now. There's got to be. There's always a bear, isn't there? There isn't one. Well, pretend that's a bear, I guess? Looks like a lion, but yeah, it's fine. Pink? Pretend that's pink. Ah, we can have a back pink though. Pink back. Right, this is my brother, is it? Sigulf. Sigulf. And let's give you the Friar Tuck. He has a mental impairment. Oh god. Minus 50% of experience gained from learning, but with a constant positive thought. An inherited trait. His stats are terrible. Random. Oh my god, attractive. It has to be this one. My attractive brother. Increases interest in other characters by 10. Resistance to addictions. From a happy childhood. We both had a happy childhood. Yay. I don't know how to say this name, so we'll change your name to Handsome Bo. There you go. That's my brother. And look how handsome you are. There we go. Make him look like Edward from Twilight. And who's this? Ah, this is our wife. Okay. Erda. Beautiful. I somehow bagged a beautiful girl. Gambling addict, though. A bad thought if not played for a long time. Thoughts of winning and losing are intensified. Let's do my lucky number 7, and whoever we get, that's who our wife's going to be, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Herta. High fertility. Hello. Empathetic. Social thoughts enhanced. She's got good manners. Trade. Not very persuasive. Low intellect. Not good management. Teaching. Combat's pretty bad, but it has a star though, so I think she learns it faster. Command 10. Alright. Wait, she's 18, I'm 26. Alright, controversial. Controversial. I'll go with the name Herta, I'll leave it as it is. And I'll leave you as you are as well, actually. Let's begin. Lord Leo DiCaprio. Oh, Sparksville. That's a cute name. The beginning of the story. Norland. The year 2898 since the creation of the world. 200 years have passed since the great Crimson Empire perished in the flames of the religious war. Its former provinces have become the barbaric kingdoms, kept from mutual destruction only by the all-powerful Church of Holy Sophia. While the Holy Prophets speak of the impending end of the world, events unfold on the eastern outskirts that will influence the entire history of the world. Thanks, mysterious old narrator voice. You're welcome. Let's check it out. After a long and exhausting journey, Morph arrived home, expecting to see his wife waiting at the doors of the hall. However, instead of her, his brother approached him. The expression on his face did not bode well. My king, I do not bring you joyful news. What happened, handsome beau? Do not delay. Tell me the truth. Unable to look the king in the eyes, handsome beau stuttered as he began to speak. Bandits attacked us last night. We tried to defend ourselves, but there were too many of them. They've kidnapped your wife, and now they demand a ransom. Then command a messenger to deliver whatever they ask for. But, my king, we are surrounded by enemies. While we are under vassalage's protection for now, you know that the old king's time is running short. If we do not have enough gold and resources, we won't be able to withstand. We need an army. So you suggest that I abandon Herta. As long as they have hope of receiving the ransom, they will not harm her. I need time to think it all through. Go now, and await my instructions. Cool. I wonder if that changes every time you play. We'll have to try that. Begone from my sight, handsome beau, though I can barely look at you without feeling my heart crack, for I am so homely. Let's begin. Okay, this hall is mine. Where are my peasants? Where are my people? Nowhere to be seen. We have nothing. So we'll start off with a lumber mill. Here's a good spot to get some lumber. And the rye field is locked, but we can grow rutabagas on the nice fertile fields. There we go. She'll start things off with those. Unpause. Ah, there are my peasants. Off to work, peasants. Off you go. Come, get your orders from me. What's happening? What are you talking about, handsome beau? What's occurring here? Having a conversation about me, are we? Alright, let's wait for these to get built. Turn the game up slightly. Oh, it's as loud as it goes, okay. Oh, hang on. First steps. Your first task is to free a prisoner from the forest bandits' camp. In the beginning, it's better to hire mercenaries to form an army. Hire 5 to 6 mercenaries from the army menu. It will take a day to reach the settlement. Secure a food source. Build a tavern and a place for prayer. Okay. So, a tavern. A place for peasants to relax after work. Alright. We'll have that down here by the old oak tree. Alright. Is that my house? Is the tavern right next to my house? The Lord's house, and I put the tavern right next to it. Oh, bloody, who put this here? I'm going to be hearing raucous and rowdy peasants all bloody through the night. Ridiculous. Wait, I put it here. I'm the king. Oh, can I move it? Oh, well, that's that then. There goes my sleep for the next 30 years until I die. And an altar for prayers. Bloody hell, I've got drunks on this side and priests and prayer on the other side. I can't... Who moved me here? Handsome beau? What's the meaning of this? My attractive brother just trying to force me into an early grave or retirement so that he can take over, you know? An army. Here we go. Raise an army. Under my command. Thank you very much. So, how do I get mercenaries? Hang on. What did that say? Oh god, it's gone. Right. Mercenaries. Oh, here they are. Okay. You look like a tough bunch. Come and work for me. Into my army. Hired. Go here, please. Oh, we'll arrive at your settlement in 32 hours. Oh, I have to wait for you to arrive. Okay. How many do I need, I wonder? That'll do. That'll do, pig. And now we wait. I'm a handsome beau. I walk around here as the prince, I guess. As the brother of the king. And collect taxes. I give eyes to the peasant girls to give them hope, though I would never sully myself with one. No. The building needs a manager. Oh! The lumber's done. I do everything around here. Wait for the field to be built. And I guess I'll run that too. Payment. As a vassal, you've been charged tax, 21. Ah, yes, a nice peaceful sleep in my quarters. I'd like my brother down there. We have 3 lords' houses. I wonder if, does our wife sleep separately then?
He snores terribly. I refuse to live in the same lord's manor with him.
What's this? Workers do not know your plans and require instructions. Assign 1 lord. We did that, didn't we? Management is here at the hall. Process of issuing instructions takes 30 minutes. Lords can serve multiple buildings. How to make money. Lords do not have access to gold mines and do not mint money themselves. It's done by the loving family. Several basic ways to make money at the beginning of the game. Sell some of your produced goods to the Holy Caravan. The higher the Lord's trade skill, the higher level the goods, the more profitable it is. Trade with neighbours or gather a squad and attack forest bandit camps. There are more ways to earn gold in the game. Price manipulation, vassalage, raiding neighbours, writing, selling books, extortion, ransom for bribes, slave trading, and so on. Insufficient workers. Some buildings are lacking sufficient labour. It's possible your residents are unhappy and leaving the city. I guess because they're just busy building right now? Only just started. So how do we have more workers? Like there's 1 of 1 in the lumber mill and there's 0 of 3 on the field. No one in the tavern. Hopefully we'll take some prisoners or something. Okay, that's been built. The altar. Ah, the sound of crackling skulls as I sleep. You're listening to Down to Sleep. Softly read stories over the top of crackling skulls. Ah, lovely. I love this podcast. That exists in the real world at youtube.com/downtosleep. Read by this guy right here. That's me. At Down to Sleep. Spotify and everywhere you get podcasts. Patreon.com/downtosleep. You're welcome. Now, why does nobody work the farm? Don't understand. They're all waiting for instruction here. They need to be told what to do. Go and do it, me. What are we waiting for? Awaiting an object for construction. 7 migrants have arrived. Perfect timing for the migrants. Welcome in. We have a very open immigration policy. The only thing is you have to work very hard. On the field, in the tavern, get to work. Where are you, my migrants? You live here now. Stay away from Handsome Beau. He is a clown. I am your king, your king, your king, your king. So we should have enough workers now. Perfect. Thought it was only going to be a short burst of music that I could rhyme and rap over the top of, but it's gone on too long. It's night time. Time to throw dice in the tavern. The trader is here.
Look at that trader. Follow him around. Look at his golden sun mask.
Oh, I am the trader, looking like a sunflower. Trade with me. Wait. Is that the highest? It suddenly changed. Oh well. What do you have? Any books or anything? I don't want to spend any money yet. You have books though, hang on. Wood and economical construction. Reduction in the consumption of wood during building by 50%. Huge. Absolutely huge. Upgrade the Lord's house. Wonderful. Fast construction. Scaffolding. Herbalist. Let's get that one. That book. And the iron book. Construction of a temple's pretty cheap. Scaffold's pretty cheap. Don't know what it's for, but let's just get that and the herbalist as well. Okay, don't want to spend all of our money, but we do love books. Okay. Consider yourself traded with. And then, so I go to knowledge. And we can read these books now. Rewrite. Build a library for the Lord so he has a place to engage in knowledge-related activities. Ah. So we need to build a library. Engaged in trade between cities and serves as a primary source of gold and holy rings. The caravan trades in books and slaves, protected and managed by the Inquisition. So are you the holy caravan? Didn't see any slaves though. Let's see if Handsome Beau can buy some. Oh look, I've picked up the guitar again after all these years. Oh, you love to see it. Who's this gang hanging out? Do you have some people? You do. They're pretty cheap. Does not want to run away, +10. Fertility 20. Alright. We'll save you. Need more workers. I'll take them all from you and free them. That's the kind of Handsome Beau I am. Slaves are an alternative to peasants for working in industries. They have their own advantages and disadvantages. They do not require payment in gold. Simply set the consumption in the finance menu. Slaves live in the slave barn. Oh, make sure there is always an overseer assigned to the barracks. Otherwise, slaves will not receive food. I thought I was taking them in as civilians. If a slave is unhappy and still holds a desire for freedom, they may attempt to escape. Chances of escape are higher if... Wait, what? If they live on the streets. Unhappy slaves can instigate slave uprisings. Slaves are tamed by capturing prisoners in battles, purchasing them from the holy caravan, and punishing. Female slaves are more expensive as they can give birth to children if they have a normal mood throughout the day. Freed slaves experience great joy and may become brave warriors. Courage. Cumulative thoughts from pain exceed this value, the warrior flees. Okay. I guess I have to make a slave barn? Well, I seem to have stumbled into being a slave owner here. I did think I was... Oh my god, the shackles on the wall. I did think I was just, like, buying them to be civilians, but, oh well. Ah, dear brother, what have you done? Ah, well, funny story, brother. You know those people that came here? Yes, the slaves. Right. Well, I bought them. You did what? I bought them. Now, we are slave owners now? Yes, my king. So I thought that I was buying their freedom and they would serve as civilians. But it seems I've become a slave master. Right. Okay, brother, this is terrible. You understand. I feel that perhaps we should free them. Ah, well, you know, we could use them for a while at least. I mean, we've got them now. We've only just paid for them. We should get our money's worth. That's a fair point, brother. I mean, it's on your head be it. You know, it's your choice. You could just free them. Yes, but I did just buy them, and I'm having a slave barn built, so, you know. Please, Lord Jesus, forgive my brother. Lord Sophia, I should say. Jesus doesn't exist in this world. There is blood on his hands, the blood of slaves. I am a happy king. I am a happy, strong king. The sound of the drunks outside does not bother me. I am a happy king. I will serve my people. Now I lay me down to sleep, to listen to the podcast. Down to sleep. Oh, it's so sleepy. I fell asleep in front of the fire on the floor. Brother, the slaves are sleeping outside. Yes, we'll build the barn in the morning. As handsome Bo sleeps soundly in his bed. Unbelievable. We need some more housing, don't we? Even for our own peasants. They're sleeping on the floor. There we go. Let's get some housing up. A dormitory. Or a peasant's house. Only 2 can live in there. Build another one of these for now. Just make sure we have lots of housing. And we'll expand later on. So we sleep through the night. So I guess, hopefully our mercenaries should arrive tomorrow. As the sun comes up on a new day in the kingdom. We can go save my bloody wife. I need to have a child. I have no heir. If anything happens to me, my bloody slave master brother will take over. Morning everyone, there was a snake in my bed last night. Oh, you could have died. I might do some trading today down the market. Yeah, you might do some trading down the market, mate. Yeah, I might do some trading down the market. Anyway, let's talk about how you nearly died last night. I would have loved it. Oh, that's an interesting thing to take. Well, peasant. Snake, was it? Yeah, I'll take anything at this point. Alright, let's build. Dink, 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 dink. Bonk, 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 bonk. Built. Oh, lovely. And then the new housing. Oh, it's morning prayer. Shh, everyone. Praise her, Lele. Right, back to work, everyone. Handsome Bo cheered up morph. Payment of tax. Daily statistics. Peasants that left, 0. Became criminals, 0. Became cutthroats, 0. Fanatics, 0. Migrants expected, 1. Frequent negative thought, homeless. Nothing on the slaves yet. Frequent negative thought, mild hunger. Perhaps we need another farm. Let's see. Rumbaga. That's good. Can we get perfect fertility anywhere? There we go. Fertile fields of the Rumbagada. And I guess another one up here. Nope, doesn't work. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Too late. And... oh, a library is what I need, so we can actually learn stuff. Right. A library. Over by the Lord's housing. Now, does this need someone? It does. Doesn't this need an overseer? The slave barn? Wasn't that a thing? Oh, what did I do? In Norland, workers do not know your plans, need instructions. Yes, yes, yes. But how do I thought it said assign an overseer. And I don't see how to do that. But I mean, I have one worker there, so I guess that's them. Now, what just got built that you're telling me someone needs instructions? That's been built. Okay. Someone works in the tavern. Lumber seems pretty decent so far. We'll see what shape we're in after the library's built. And assign management here. Moi. I shall take care of the farmers. What's the world summary? Did I look at that? Dust Valley. We've got a trade offer and a trade request from Treewood. There are flesh wolf packs in the Great Mist. Events from neighbouring regions. King Ossin from Silverhaven quarrelled with King Corley of Dust Valley. So let's see what Dust Valley's trade offer is. Trade. Buy meat. They want to buy... we could buy 10 meat for 110 gold. Price is adjusted 15% due to the difference in skill levels of trade. I mean, okay, we'll buy a little bit of meat. We'll just send a messenger. We have the money. And there's wolves attacking the Great Mist, our neighbours. Perhaps we should... what's this? An event. The Holy Caravan will not risk visiting your settlement until the threat is eliminated. Ah, so that's what that means. And we could attack them and help. But I won't. Okay, field done. Library built. Wonderful. So now we should be able to learn the knowledge of things. Definitely the wood. Do I have to... I can rewrite it or I can learn it. Okay, handsome bow, learn that. Wait, the intelligence is too low to work with this knowledge? What do I do? A minimum skill of 13 is required for purple books. What? Wow. Well, how do I get smarter? Well, in that case, hops, fields, and beer. Go learn that, I suppose. Handsome bow. And, I shall learn about rye fields. With my 4 intelligence. Perhaps as we read more books, we shall become smarter, brother. Let's eat some raw meat. Had a heartfelt conversation with Handsome Beau. Nice. Probably about missing my wife and wanting a child. Hired warriors have arrived. Speak of the devil. Come here, thy merry knaves. I wish to rescue my wife. Now, who's here? Bran. Waiting to be hired. Who are you? I am a mildly lonely traveller. I have a need for sex. Reason. I haven't felt human warmth in a long time. Reason. Need for sex. Lovely. I love the music that starts blaring out when the trader arrives. But what happens if I hire you? Are you like a named character that becomes a little lordling? What else do you do? You have a strong will and you're beautiful. Okay. Don't hire him, brother. There's only room for one beautiful boy in this town. Look at him, he's got impeccable manners at 24, please. Yes, but he is intelligent, and we need someone with a high intellect to read those books for us. Ah, God. Well, let's go trade, baby. I think I'm falling in love with this game. It adds just enough for you to, like, create your own stories and get really into it on top, and we've only just begun, let alone when real stuff starts, like, kicking off. Handsome bow, off to do some trading. Let's see what you got. You got some books that we can't bloody read. Flavorful ale, Lord's House upgrade, fast construction. Now, who is this that you have here? This Bran. Maybe we have to talk to them directly, actually. They don't seem to be slaves. Okay, hang on. Bran. Action. Hire a lord. Hire a free lord for 10 days. You'll be able to assign them the same tasks as your own lords, inspect buildings, lead squads. The cost depends on the level of persuasion and skill. Ah. I don't have the rings. Ah, what a shame, brother. I will have to remain the most handsome, and you will have to remain the most mannered. Now, let us read our books. Never mind, then. Now, what else can we be making? We don't have a mine yet. Unlocked. A brewery. I guess once we learn that stuff. A den. Nectar is sold. A warehouse. Barracks. Training grounds. Dormitory. Decor. Well, what do you say we go get my wife whilst we have these warriors here? Squad morph. The morph squad. You too can join the morph squad by hitting that subscribe button. And now we shall free sweet Herta. Oh, sweet Herta. And let me tell you, they better not have hurt her. Or they'll be for it. They'll be for it anyway. But off we go. They come from lords who left their family for some reason, did not join another with the holy caravans, and offer their services for rings. I love that. I wish I had the rings to hire someone. It would add so much to the story to have a new character. Alright, come on, gang. Let's go rescue my wife. Is that still my messenger on the way to Dust Valley to buy some meat? I love that you can see so much on this map. Are we waiting till night time to attack or something? Oh, there we go. We're off. Yeah, Governor, did your brother not want to come and help out? Oh, yes, it's a fair point. My brother is not here. Well, I guess someone's got to stay here in case anything happens to me. Then he would be in charge, wouldn't he? He would be king. Hopefully he hasn't paid you on the side to do away with me whilst we make our trip out here all alone with a bunch of hired mercenaries that would probably stab me in the back for double the price. Yes. Well, let's go get my wife. Off we go. Buy meat. Success. Successfully bought meat. Introverts going to the market and returning home. I went to the shop and I bought some meat. I did it. Me. It takes so long. We're at full speed, but I guess when you think about it, we're travelling through the night. Past Flopmore and Chocester. From the town of Sparksville. Above Slipless is where the battle to save my wife will take place. Let's get them, boys. There's only 3 of them. I probably hired too many of you, but there's 2 of us for every one of them. Ah, someone died. Well. Attack success. Rescue of a prisoner. Herta has been freed and will return home soon. Wonderful. And so shall the army. Use warriors for expeditions on the global map and for defending your settlement. Hire mercenaries, but it's expensive. Hire your peasants and slaves, and you have to train them at the training field. All new warriors require armament. You can buy equipment from the Holy Caravan. Wound treatment. Wounds can be simple bruises and minor cuts. Deep wounds can be dangerous, and they can fester within a couple of days, causing gangrene. A character with gangrene is incurable and will soon die. To prevent this, characters treat wounds with medicinal salves. Do it on their own. No action on your part is necessary. They can be sold at the market. Okay. Sure. I wonder if I'm just like constantly paying for those mercenaries, or if I've bought them, I just own them. Personality traits provide unique characteristics. Herta has gained the personality trait anxious. Oh, well, I mean, you would. After being a hostage, wouldn't you? Dear Herta, she's anxious now. And a head chopper. During this combat, the character has a much higher chance of decapitating opponents, and she is queen. And she's 20 now, so she spent 2 years as a hostage. I swear she was 18 when the game started. How old am I now? 28. It aged her greatly. I wonder if I can see in finance. Ah yes, daily expense, the warriors. It says 0 though. Mercenaries, is it a different thing? I guess I just have them now, I don't know. My dynasty. What's this? Dice game? Oh! Oh, that's like saying they're not allowed to do it, perhaps? Restrictions, family tree, chronicles, dogmas. It didn't work when I clicked on them, though. So what else can we make? Daily statistics. Two peasants became fanatics? Wait, why? Mild fatigue, sick with inflamed wounds. Frequent negative thoughts, no problems. Why did 2 become fanatics then? For like religion or what? Two fanatics. Religious fanatics. 8% of my place is religious fanatics. World summary. Trade requests, trade offers, blah blah blah. You finished studying, so my sweet brother, I would love for you to also learn about the herbalist, okay? Your intellect is so enviable. And once we return with Herta, what's her intellect? Damn, 6. My wife a dummy. Let's go back. The warehouse provides characters with access to all the resources you have. The first storage is located on the right wall of the hall. Alright. So I should build a warehouse, is probably what that's telling me. We can do hop fields now. Hops are grown here. Hops. Hops. But there isn't much more fertile ground. I'm going to have to go all the way down there. I placed those farms so badly. God damn it. Alright, let's grow some hops down here. What's the other one? Rye. I feel like I only want to leave a bit of space for rye. Is that the last of the fertile ground? Do you know what? For now we do 2 hops until we learn the rye. Okay. And... where's that warehouse? Is it not telling me to build... oh, there we go. Stick it here. To start your day in the middle of the town. Now. What's the matter? You guys do nothing, huh? Just wandering around, strolling, having a stroll. Let's get it built. The squad has returned. Here they come. Oh, Governor, it's good to see you. My king.
The Queen is here. I've seen better days, let me tell you. Oh dear. I have 3 bruises and a hand injury. And a moderate burn. But I'm home.
I want to make sure we always have those salves then, so they can heal. Currently have 5. Produced in the alchemist lab. We don't have that yet, so... I feel like we need to just keep reading these books, really, as the lords. Darling, could you read about mines? That would be very helpful. Get these fields up, and then we should be able to start brewing beer, I would imagine, from hops. That's what's in beer and stuff, right? Two migrants have arrived. Morph and Herta are going on a date. Upcoming date, plus 12 happiness. Herta will be whispering my name today, oh yes. Has a friend, plus 6. Sleepy, mild hunger, moderate fatigue. Ah, because we were battling through the night. So I'm exhausted. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, what? Spending some time in bed, I see. Victory in battle plus 9. I think that's one way to think of it. Well, sure. Who's this sleeping out here? Oh. Elmer, going to the market. Oh, you're my army. Right, okay. I probably should build a barracks for you to sleep in. Guys, are you done yet? Bloody hell. Barracks, a place for warriors to reside. There we go. You can sleep up here. Wonderful. Alright, let's go read some books, darling. I was not expecting that. Now, these fields down here. Bo, I need you to start running some stuff, okay? I'm running far too much. Morph is unable to move. What happened? I'm exhausted after that, let me tell you. I'm gonna sleep for the rest of the afternoon. My lord, it's 10 o'clock at night. Well, I tell you what, time flies when you're having fun. I thought it was still the afternoon. Never mind. Play that funky music, peasant. Bo has been bribed. His loyalty is under threat? Handsome Bo has been bribed by someone from your neighbours, possibly a messenger. His loyalty is at risk. If it drops below 25, he may leave. Herta is pregnant with Morph's child. Oh my... What's going on here? What's happened? Are you throwing up everywhere because you're pregnant? Pain from injury. Expires in 13 hours. Initially may experience nausea, slowed walking. Shortly before giving birth, the character will be unable to walk. Small chance of both mother and baby dying. Birth of new life expected in 68 hours. Well, somebody heal her first. And what's going on with you, Bo? What's your loyalty at? Wait, there's actually a sex thing here. The need of sex that everyone has. Wow, okay. Where's loyalty? Add some delicious pork and many rings. I don't know if you're... How do I see your loyalty? Ah, it's a 0. Uh-oh. I better do something about that. I better reward you. That will take it back up to 25. It's all bloody happened, doesn't it? So we wait for morning. I feel like there needs to be a faster fast forward here, because this is... What am I doing in the night here when it's just ticking by slowly? We're on the top speed. Right, wake up. Brother, wake up! What is it? It's 4 in the morning. Here. I have a feeling I need to give this to you. It's many rings. It's been a bit frosty lately, and I just wanted to give this to you. I worry about you. Oh, okay. Thanks, brother. My loyalty is back up to 25 now. I wonder if he left. It looks like he might take that knowledge with him, and then I would be in trouble, right? Who did it? That's what I want to know. Oh, wife, are you okay?
I seem to have been sick in the night. A spot of the morning sickness.
Oh dear. Well, clean yourself up. You disgust me. Just throwing up everywhere in her sleep. Loyalty changes slightly every day, drops significantly if the character is unhappy or doesn't like the king. High loyalty provides positive thoughts. Low loyalty, below 25, can lead to the character to move to another noble house or raise a rebellion. Ah, you finished studying that already too? Well, you are reading about this. No, you know that you know it. Okay. May as well learn about temple. Instructions still not received. I don't know why when I do other lords to give the instruction, they never go over there and do it. Build additional warehouses to build up construction speed. Guess I'll just run all the bloody fields, shall I? What have we got? Payment to the tax. Tribute is ready in Flopmire. Oh, Flopmore and Chochester. So what, we have to go pick it up? Raid the village. Payment of tribute. Paid regularly every 4 to 6 days. Villagers refuse to transport the tribute due to fear of bandits. If you ignore it, the village elder considers you don't need the tribute and uses it for the benefit of the community. So I can send messengers out to collect tribute. I see. That's cool. Or I can stimulate migration. Bribe the locals to spread rumors that your city is giving away free beer. Contain migration. Or raid the village. But as a vassal, you don't have authority to interact with that. Okay. That's very cool. Oh, some bandits down here. 7 bandits with combat skill 5 without weapons will join your army for 350. Dust Valley. We have good relations with you, but who is betraying me? That's what I want to know. Marriage. So we can also marry. If we had like a daughter, we can marry them off, it looks like. Do we have bad relations with anyone around here? Mira. Reached the age of marriage and awaits proposals from noble suitors. So for 900, I could marry my brother off. And then the bride comes and settles in the city and we'll have some children. That's so cool. Hey brother, do you want to marry the girl from Moonlake? Mira. What's she like? Difficult childbirth, a higher chance of death, tendency to addiction. She is a combat instructor, though. That's very cool. A new heretic cult in the northern woods. Rumours of a new cult. Omlele, praise her. Travellers and traders speak of a new cult spreading widely among the wild tribes. The remnants of the heretical sect known as the Cainites. Others spread rumours of human sacrifices. The Inquisition has decided to send a mission to those lands to suppress potential heresy. Building needs a manager. Brother, you gotta do this one. Okay. Getting our tribute. Daily stats. Here is the news. One person became a fanatic. 2 slaves are unhappy. Moderate fatigue and a thirst for freedom. Why do you want to be free, eh? What's going on? Defeat in battle. Moderate fatigue. They're tired, I guess? You're unhappy with a thirst for freedom, hunger, and exhausted. I feel like the food's a bit of an issue. I've got so much rumbataga. Used in animal husbandry and fulfilling the need for food, it has a repulsive taste. Lord received turnips for free. Other characters can purchase them at the market. So maybe we need more decent food and more food. Need to learn the mill. Herbalist. Collects herbs in the nearby forest. Well, we got our tribute. Success. Sin. Some actions, such as insulting infidelity to one's spouse, and fights are sinful. Prolonged and strong negative thought can be absorbed through confession. Sins are reflected in the status. Who's sinned? Relation with neighbours and marriage. I love how the sort of help menu is very kind of there if you want to have a look at it, but it's not overwhelming. Sometimes games like this can really overwhelm you with information download, and you're just like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing, you know? I wish to feed my people more. Hopefully these farms will help us out. Once we learn the rye field. I'm just so slow at studying. I'm dummy. Me and my wife are just a couple of dummies, you know. We're trying our best. My dumb wife runs the herbalist. Sir, you're just as smart as she is, actually. Shut up, you. Off with his head. Workers have not received instructions today. Why? What are you doing? What's happening? Why are you sinning? Handsome Beau. Is it me or Handsome Beau? Shame for sins. Was laughed at. Fatal fatigue. I feel so ashamed of my sins. But what did you do? Oh, you told a cruel joke. That's pretty sinful. Why is everyone so tired? Like, can you guys sleep, please? Once they've studied this, we'll stop reading so much, I guess. And I feel like we should make an army of our freed slaves, because they seem to be getting a little unhappy. Can't imagine why. I just need to learn this rye field and mill. There we go. I don't have any other fertile ground. Today we lost 54 gold, we paid 110 in wages. We produced 148 gold, goods sold 143. No problems, no problems, no problems, no problems. Okay. So it'd be great if we could get a rye field down. But the fertility is terrible around here. So we may have to move these ones. 35 is probably the best we'll get there. Well, one will do for now. And a mine to extract some ore. That looks like it needs to be built. Like that. And a mill to produce flour, which is being grown up here, isn't it? So that can go in front there. Temple, I'll leave that for now. Oh yeah, I need a training ground if I was to make a slave army. Okay, we'll go with that for now. I don't want to overwork everyone too much. Slaves escaped. Speaking of, slaves may sometimes attempt to escape when they're unhappy and yearn for freedom. To prevent this, place patrols at the entrance of the slave barracks or at the entrance of temples. When there are not enough slave barns... Oh, I didn't mean to close that, but never mind. Well, good luck to you, sir. Off you go, Headley. Bon chance, you know. Won't try and stop you. You're free now. Oh. Oh, those are the those are the ones that we could have bought that are leaving. I thought that was my entire... They're all thinking of leaving. They all have fatal fatigue and are very unhappy. Need for rest. Make sure characters have access to alcohol. I'm trying. I got me ops growing. Oh wait, I need a brewery, don't I? Where's that? I thought I made a brewery. Did I not? I didn't. Okay. So we'll have that down by the hops farm. Okay. Perfect. Hopefully we can balance this. Let's see what happens in the morning. My brother's a bloody sinner. Tells cruel jokes on King Talk. He leaves awful comments to people and makes them feel bad. Sinner! Waking up. Brother saying his prayers for forgiveness. The blood on my hands of the things I've said. I have a sexual desire. Thought. I want sex. Yes, I want sex. I mean, you are attractive. I guess we should maybe get you a wife. Oh, we're a bit unhappy today. Mood is not good. Characters are drawn to each other with varying degrees of strength, reflected in their level of interest. See their interest in a relationship tab when hovering over the portrait of another character. Willingness of a character to go on a date. Wait, so maybe he could ask someone to go on a date? Scent, age, social status. Hang on. Handsome beau. And then, so if he... Social. Seduce. If the interest of the lord towards the performer is high, they will spend time in bed. Herta has very low loyalty. Loyalty must be at 75. Why would you seduce my wife, brother? Can you not just, you know, like this guy here, can you not... Sex! Bribe for sex. The lord will give the peasant 1 ring. The peasant will be pleased to fulfill their personal request. They may give birth to a child who will be a bastard, and it is considered a sin. I kind of have to, don't I? There was a woman in front of me in church, and I paid her for sex, brother. Alright, we'll acquire the negative thought, shame for sin. Oh, Orna will acquire the negative thought was used, minus 20. But it'll only fulfill 15% of his needs. Do you know what? It's not worth it. He's already having these shameful thoughts. I need to keep him happy. He's on the edge here. He's already sinned recently. But maybe we can marry him off. So let's see. In Dust Valley... So it looks like it's between Wind Peak with the lad there. Alright, let's get you a wife. Let's get you the Moon Lake girl. Alright? Do it. We shall secure our future. And that field gets an 128% bonus if I lead it, so I may as well do it. 20% chance of rebellion at the moment. Frequent negative thought, the tasteless rutabaga. Gotta get some more food going. Let's have... Side effect is the need for rest. I'm running too much. Okay. Wifey, take care of the brewery. There we go. I guess make sure you have really good lords. Like, we're good at management, but everyone that's with us, not good. Handsome Beau. Off to his wedding. The heir to the throne currently until my son is born, perhaps. He's intoxicated. He got drunk. He's off to marry the girl. Oh wait, the guy that they were trying to marry off is visiting. Your city often receives visitors from neighbouring cities. Guests have different plans during their visit. Some want to socialise, play dice, some seek sexual adventure. Some want to bribe your lords and turn them against each other. If a neighbouring king comes, it's a good chance to improve relations. Check the actions menu. Mira has become the wife of Handsome Beau and will soon arrive in your city. Relationship between the bride's king and your king has improved 30. So we're pretty much aligned with Moon Lake now, which is nice. Moon Lake sounds like a nice place. They have a big family over there. Herta is seriously ill. My wife. We were on a date. What happened? Serious illness of loved one, minus 28. Herta, what's going on? What's happened? What is the matter with her? Loss of mobility, unable to move. Agnostic. So she doesn't believe in religion, that's fine. Expecting a child in 23 hours, but what's wrong? Is it birth? Are you about to give birth soon? We were on a date and I come back and you're seriously ill in bed. I mean, like, I come back as in to, like, see us after our date. I see the shadow man in my dreams. A face like a golem. I'm so cold. I can't sleep for the raucous peasants outside the window. How cute that my character carried her back to his bed, though, and put her in it. Right, what's that visiting guy want? Oh my god, we could capture him. Exile him. Socially poison, seduce, bribe, or kill. So fun. What are you here for, though? You're homeless. Oh, because I don't have... You sinned with a cruel joke and you're intoxicated because I don't have a lord's house to, like, welcome you in. Right. So I need more lord housing for guests, I think. So you're just here and homeless whilst you're here. Can you, like, run stuff? No. I'll take care of the mill, darling. Don't worry. Hopefully it's just pregnancy stuff. I guess we have to... Should build a lord's house anyway. It'll be... because the other wife's coming too, actually. So... Lord's house. We can't have our brother's wife being homeless. We'll put her here on the other side of the library. And then we need some guest housing too, by the looks of things, so we'll stick that there, or for any child that is born. Get those built in the morn, on the morrow. What is the capture thing? I kind of want to see that. Attempt to capture the chosen character. If they do not wake up, 40%, they become a prisoner. If they wake up, a fight ensues with the performer, after which the target tries to escape. You still have a chance to capture them if the performer or guards incapacitate them. In any case, you will violate the sacred law of hospitality. The relationship between your king and the prisoner and neighbouring kings will deteriorate. Damn. The wedding ceremony will take place today. Handsome Beau has returned with his wife. Mira has returned to the province. Welcome, Mira. What do we know of you? I tell cruel jokes. You're made for each other. I'm also homeless. We're working on it. I'm full of energy and had a hearty meal. I'm ashamed of my sins. I have a tendency to be addicted to things. I had an unhappy childhood. I also have difficulty giving childbirth. I'm quite smart, though, so I can read books and stuff. So wait, can you read those books we weren't able to read? Let's take a look. We're gonna have a wedding. In the library. You know how to make... Oh, you come with your knowledge as well. The knowledge of coal furnaces. Okay. And you can also reduce our... Yes. Our wood costs, because you're so smart. Brainy wife. Oh. And the mill doesn't have instructions, because it's a new day. Okay. Oh. The mine needs someone to run it. Well, Mira, you're not very good at management, but you are going to have to run the mine. You're going to start pulling your weight around here, I'm afraid. As we wait for the morning. Man, medieval life must have been brutal when you think about it. You know, we forget how good we have it in today's world for all of our complaints. And for how bad things can seem sometimes. And I know employment, capitalism, all of that, it's not great. Modern slavery, all the rest, in so many places. Mira? What's a cut? Mira? What are you... Handsome brother, what is your wife doing? She's... just had a fight. She's on the... Is he okay? On the day of your wedding, she's just punched a man out. For what? I'm not sure. Oh no. Due to a blow to the head, the character has lost their sense of spatial orientation. Bruises. Oh. A higher chance for unhappy characters are those who have listened to a sermon of faith. At the sermon of faith to become fanatics, they have a constant positive thought and enjoy pain. Well, I guess she did him a favour. Enjoy your turnips. Mira, kind of a badass, you know? I wish we could see, like, why that happened. Just punched a guy out. You feeling better, darling? Seems to be. Need quite a bit more wood. Hold off for now. Once we're done with this building, we shouldn't have to build too much too soon. I think we might need to build another barn. Had some homelessness there. Appearance of the unholy horde. What? The Inquisition's mission has returned with dire news. A so-called unholy horde has formed, a union of forest tribes under the rule of a new heretical cult, the Dead God. An extremely aggressive and powerful force, preparing to destroy all the new kingdoms. Oh. The remnants have managed to ascertain the location of the settlement. I can't see it though. Is it around here anywhere? I don't see them. Payment of tax. Okay, yeah, we have a bit of a homeless problem now. Alright, Mira. This is your house. The guest moved in over the wife on her wedding day. Absolute brute. Why are you here, the brain? Go home, dude. Characters in the game treat their friends well and their friends' enemies poorly. To improve relations with someone who has a negative opinion of your king, for example, the neighbouring king or bishop, pay attention to your lord with a good mood or a lord of the opposite gender. The target's highly interested in, foster a friendship. Okay. Use the skills of your lords and hire freelance lords with necessary skills. Lords with high command skills can destroy forest bandits. Lords with high management skills can produce extra goods. Trade skill for trading, persuasion for effective covert actions. Manners help you seduce foreign lords to your side. Teaching to quickly train peasants instead of expensive mercenaries. High intelligence allows you to learn the production of heavy weapon and armor. Create a strong army. Okay. Trying to wait to see if she gives birth. Can't believe he took that house over. What a jerk. Oh wait, she's in this one. Okay, I forgot I built two. She's really unhappy though. It's the shame for your sins, darling. Gotta stop sinning. Handsome bow thanked Morph. Due to bad mood, Mira refuses to complete tasks. Come on, you're getting married today. Cheer up. Bo, take your wife on a date or something. Low loyalty. on the day of their wedding and they can't even smash. She just gets so drunk she passed out. Ah, brother, I see your wife is on the floor again. Yes, don't, you really got me a good one there, brother, didn't you? Yes, I did all I could to find the finest woman in all the kingdom. Just for you, brother. Thank you, thank you. You said you were in great need. I was, and still am. She refuses to lay with me, unfortunately. But, oh well. Off to bed she goes, carried by some peasant. I'm sure she'll be fine. One migrant has arrived. And here come the traders. I think we should keep buying meat. Make sure our food keeps going up. Buy some beer. And some tools. No messenger available, okay. A child is born! Pia! The new heir to the crown, Pia. Ceremony begins, wedding. Mira, she's there. Did I miss the wedding? So much just happened whilst I was looking at the world map. This is my child? Pia, we had a girl. A child. Child learns quickly by observing adults. Until the age of 21, the character gains twice as much experience from lessons. Homeless. Full of energy, hearty meal. My child is charismatic. A head chopper. Difficult childbirth and heir. Great. I'm so sad I missed the wedding though. Well, now I need yet another lord's house, don't I? My own child is homeless. Live here in front of me. Alright, go. Oh, and the caravan's here. I feel like we have enough people and mouths to feed. What books do you have? Fast construction. Lord's house upgrade. Includes a soft bed. Protection against criminals. I wish there was a house that had two, maybe later, where we can live together. Construction of workshop. Chancellery. Oh, and the alchemist lab for making medicine. I think we'll probably need to do that too. Get those books. Our dormitories are full, so we should build another one of those too. Okay. Economic report. No problems. Bum, bada, bum, bum, bum. The brain complimented Pia. Can you stay away from my child visiting 26-year-old guest? Alright. What's occurring here? No. No dancing. Stop. Stop! No! You can't be here to groom my child. Get away. a meaningful conversation, full of energy. This is what I get for you being homeless and hanging out here all night. Pia, 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 pia. Mira, what are you doing? Go to bed. Oh, God. Trade offer. Success. What's that? A wolf. Characters only increase in skills through training. Yeah, we should teach our child something. Pia, where you at? Must educate you. Rhetoric, manners and persuasion, economics, philosophy for intelligence and teaching, commanding and combat. Oh yeah, you're at 0 of everything. We do need to teach you. Okay. Well, you absolutely need commanding for, like, helping out around here once you're of age, because we're so bad. And I guess LeBrain's here. He could be your teacher. He seems to be pretty good at that. He ain't doing anything else, so he can help out. See when that's done. And then chop their heads off. You leveled up. Which gave you 5 combat, 3 command. Awesome. Off to church you go. Payment of tax. Morph has received an enlightenment. Lumber mill efficiency. Cool. One migrant expected and 6 unhappy slaves. You are no longer a vassal of Dust Valley. The ruler of Dust Valley has died. What does that mean? What does that mean? Sparksville. So we're now... I'm a sycophant. Despises vassals. Respects suzerains. Independent. What does that mean? Handsome Beau cheats on his spouse with Nita? Beau! What are you doing? Brother, it had been too long. I could not contain it any longer. You got married yesterday. But I was laughed at. I'm unhappy. I have needs. Oh no. Sinner. Adulterer. While she's studying in the library for the betterment of our village. You absolute cad. Well. Oh dear. Well, at least she's going through the menopause, so pregnancy's impossible, so there won't be a bastard. Oh, she's a slave girl? Beau. Oh, Beau, you can't. What have you done? Sex for money? You paid her? What? Oh, no. Oh, God. Do they just do stuff even when you're, like, not in control of it? Damn. Well, The drama begins. The family grows. Pia made handsome Beau look like a fool. Well, that's my daughter. Morph comforted Herta. I love the focus on these conversations that it pops up here to let you know what's going on. Because Rimworld, you have to like click on them and see what recent interactions and conversations they had to create these stories. And it's such a main focus of this. It's great. Sorry, I was just drinking out of a straw. Fergus the guest has arrived in the settlement. Herta complimented Morph. Thank you, we love a compliment. Oh wait, vassalage. When one king submits to another, they become a vassal. The other becomes their suzerain. The suzerain guarantees protection. Anyone who attacks the vassal city severely worsens relationships with the suzerain. Vassal cannot independently attack cities, and other lords demand tribute from them. The vassal pays tribute to the suzerain in gold, the amount of which depends on the population. Okay, so they died, so that agreement's over. Being visited by Fergus. Courageous, homely liberator. Dislikes kings with more than 50% of the population as slaves. Goes to talk to Morph. Okay. Mira and handsome Beau are going on a date today, but not before they both beat someone up. Oh god. This is... They're like Game of Thrones, this maniac couple. Just effing and fighting and all of this. Brought a wild one in. Oh, my kid's teacher left. To assign a new one. Oh my god, the lords are just absolutely HBO bloody cutaway here. They're not HBO, this is Disney Plus. Alright, someone clean that blood up perhaps. See if you got any more books or anything today. Mira and handsome Beau agreed to spread rumors about Morph. Are you trying to take the throne, you two maniacs? Huh? Is that what's happening here? Is that what's happening here? Is that what's happening? Anything interesting? Oh, no, let's see first. Just the same books as before. Upgrade the Lord's house. We'll leave this for now because we're actually kind of broke, to be honest. Hurt has been bribed. Loyalty under threat. My own wife? Loyalty's at 10. Minus 50 affected by something. Well. If I give you 5, I only have 8 rings. Maybe if we just spend some time together, we might, you know, have fun. Have some heart-to-heart conversations. Bum 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 bum. Did it just say something about this guy spreading rumours about me? This Fergus fellow. I have to get him out of here. There is deceit in the kingdom. I'll teach my child some manners. Willibald the guest has arrived. So many guests, goodness. Too many guests. Herta praised Fergus. Get away from my wife. Pia gained new levels in manners and persuasion. Okay. My child's a fanatic. Oh no. Fanatically religious. Be taught economy by mother. Her to praise his morph. Just walking around, going on a date, spending some time together. Would that do anything for your loyalty, darling? No, it's still at 10, isn't it? Great. Changes slightly every day. Drops significantly if unhappy. Right. I don't want to have to keep giving the rings out. We'll leave it and see what happens. Sort of, you know, it's the demo. Let's see what happens rather than be super good with it and... Might be funny. Still got 2 homeless despite having 3 of these barns. Do need to start making some gold, don't we? What's happening here? Handsome Bo and... Where are you going, Bo? Bo? Going hunting with Fergus? Okay. Stay safe, brother. Herta, low loyalty. It's at 10. Oh. See if it can just come up naturally on its own, because you're the mother of my child and my wife, but, you know. Did I save this recently? I haven't. Save it. This was gonna go. Handsome Bow ingratiated Fergus. These two getting it on over here. What about this one? Right. What could we use more of? We need meat from pig farms. We've got so much turnips, but that's all people are eating. Beer's coming from the brewery, rye fields, hops, that's all happening. We made the mill, right? So shouldn't we be making... Didn't we? Yeah, here. Create an order in the production menu. I haven't ordered any. Oh, no. I haven't told them to make any. Right. I forgot about this step. The mill's just been sitting there. Right, we'll make sure we always have 20. We have so much. Make lots of flour, please. Goodness me, what a fool. We can make moonshine from the turnips. Alright, here we go. That's quite a bit of production there. I don't know if you can do all of that. Let's see. Is the brewery doing anything? Insufficient resources for production. Oh wait, that is in the brewery. Okay, but someone's going to like bring the resources, surely. Because we have the stuff, we have the hops, we have the rye. No? Should have enough. Tribute to be collected. Not enough paper to send a messenger. We need to make paper. Well, alright, send Handsome Bow out for that one. Your bloody wife can go and get that one, mate. You two annoying me lately. A new event on the global map. Minor blackmail is happening. With who? Fergus considers your army to be weak and suggests you contribute to the region's security, providing funds. You're required to give Fergus 100 gold. If you fail to do so, your relationship will deteriorate. Huh. Is that so? Is that so, Fergus? Is that so, Fergus? Whilst you stay in my city. You think you can do that, do you? You're lucky I have low loyalty with this woman, because she is a fierce in combat, and you're an 18. You'd probably beat me up, Fergus, but let me tell you something. I'm gonna make good with my brother's wife, and if you're still here, you're in trouble. Alright? You'll become a captive. Well, good thing I saved those rings, I guess, when Mira gets back from her trip. Maybe I can cancel that trip, actually. Hang on. Yeah. Do you know what? My wife can go and get it for all of her low loyalty recently. She probably refused to, actually. Ah, oh, do you know what? Forget it, alright? We don't need it. But I do need Mira. For you to be on my bloody side. And be a bit more loyal, alright? There's some bloody rings. 75. Now, you little punk. There's a very experienced fighter in this town. And you dare to blackmail us? This is what happens. Get him drunk. That sounds good. And then I said, the king has to pay me money. Ah, yes, let's hug and dance, have a conversation. Right, Mira, you are meant to be capturing him, Mira. 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 Handsome bow, Willibald, 1 holy rings and dice. Come on, sister-in-law. Whilst I'm on a date, it's the perfect cover. Fergus is grovelling. When is she going to capture? Maybe at night time? Is she just going to bed? Mira, you have a job to do. Having some heartfelt conversations. Wait. She's out at night. There's Fergus. Is she gonna do it? Oh, Mira. You the baddie. Yes. Tie him up. Fergus has been captured by Sparksville. Yes. That's what you get. Good job, Mira. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Family sleeps peacefully. So, like, where do we keep them, I wonder? Prisoners. There it is. Prisoner. Kidnap a guest who came to you. You violate the law, sure. Assigned to almost any task in the city except for military ones. Receives loyalty minus 100. If you raise it to 0, he'll agree to stay in your noble house. If unhappy, will try to escape. The king of the kidnapped person sets a reward for his return. Okay, I kind of just wanted the blackmail to stop. I didn't actually want you to live here and to be, like, responsible for you, but I guess that's on me for not... If a character loses consciousness during a battle and their squad loses, they become captives. Okay. I want him to wake up, see him handcuffed. He's like, what? Come on. Rise and shine, gorgeous. Long old sleep. What's the meaning of this? You're a prisoner, punk. No rings, prisoner. I have no rings either. Give them all away. For loyalty, to take you prisoner. Herta, still low loyalty. I mean, that would really be the ultimate, wouldn't it? The sort of the tragedy would be bribing my brother's wife for loyalty so she captures Fergus, neglecting our own wife's loyalty to where she leaves, and she's the one that does us in. Who knows? There's knowledge to be learned. The alchemist lab. Handsome bow. Lumber mill efficiency. Oh, I have to write it. And I need 3 paper, which I can't make yet. I'll have Mira learn the construction to reduce the iron costs of everything. Daily statistics. Holy Sophia has forsaken me as a frequent negative thought. Perhaps we need a temple. Fatal fatigue and tasteless rutabaga. Average happiness 54. No rebellion chance from the warriors, at least. People are a bit hungry. Okay. Oh! Faction Dust Valley has become our enemy. Is that because I took your son? Was he from Dust Valley, was he? I think he might have been. Oh well. How many warriors do you have? Your army, you have 5 people? You sure you want to do this? Because we can go, son. Nearby cities develop according to certain laws. Fighting enemies, raid their villages, slow down the population. I mean, let's go. Let's war, boys. Let's ride. That's what we do this for, right? Come on. Led by me. I am a great leader. Me and my 4 warriors. Wow. Hang on. That's not what I wanted to do. Army. Ba-ba-da-bam. My army. And I will free some slaves that know how to fight as well. To my mighty army. With all these weapons. Begin! Warriors are retrieving their weapons. Please wait. Gonna wipe them out. Gonna wipe your whole family out, Fergus. Your plans are about to come undone. Attack. Plunder the city. Do it. We are on the way. Actually, wasn't he from Wind Peak? Ah, yeah, Fergus is from Wind Peak. Ah, well. Anyway. Fergus doesn't even live here, they scream as we cut into them. Wind Peak's next, baby. This whole valley will be mine. It's going to be some time till I get there, so we're going to just go back to the normal world for a bit. Surely nothing will go wrong here in my absence. Four migrants have arrived. It might be time to build a new house then. Cured homelessness. You're welcome. We lose so much money. I feel like we should sell a bunch of turnips. Mira is pregnant with Handsome Beau's child. The plot thickens. We can sell stuff, right? Sell a bunch of these turnips that no one really wants. Because we're kind of poor. We're kind of broke. Alright. Have a surplus of turnip. Sell some stuff from the mine. Some stuff there. Sell some hops. Sell a little bit of rye. Okay, that's good. We have no rings, honestly. Get a couple. Although, I wonder if these go to you or to me. I feel like they go to you, right, Handsome Beau? So actually, no, because you already have some rings yourself, I believe. I wonder if you can sell books back after you've read them. Probably not. Probably not. Trade. Can I just have gold for those, please? I can't have gold for those. I have to... Oh. Surely I can just have gold. Well, we need... You've got one paper to sell? Thanks, that's real useful. Why can't I take it in gold? You have 430 gold. The price of some goods has risen. Wait. Oh, maybe it's because you don't have enough gold to cover it. So if I put some other stuff in. Maybe. Bit of trade, bit of gold. Right? What's going wrong here? Why do you not want to give me anything? Okay. I guess you didn't have enough money to cover it. Buy some armor off you as well. What's Fergus's little sly emoji face here? What's the little smug look on his face? How's our trip to battle going? What's happening here? Who's this? Squad Nita. From where? What are you doing? Are you there to help them? Your relations with them. Are you going to get there before I do? What's happening here? Are we? You're from somewhere else. I think they're attacking before we do. No. Are you on the way to defend them and face me. Where are you going, Nita? Wait, you're going to get those bandits, aren't you? Well, that was close. Like ships in the night, they pass by one another. But now the time has come for war. Oh my god. We're a little outnumbered. Your combat skill's slightly higher. But I believe in us. I believe in the power of my people. There's 9 of us. There's 5 of you. Let's rumble. Sir, they're armored. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. You've got this. You've got this. Keep fighting. We can... He's lost his head. We can absolutely still win this. I've got this. We're dropping like flies, sir. We haven't even got one of them yet. Don't worry. We got one. Yes. Let's go. They're running, boys. Believe in yourselves. Yes. Get him. Get him. No one runs. There is no escape. Your whole family is forfeit. You understand? This is my world. This is my valley. Yes. This valley is ours, boys. Capture that one. Get him. Time's frozen. Oh no. The time has frozen. I think a bug, maybe. That was like 10 minutes ago. That's so annoying. I can't go back though. Disband the army. Becomes defeat. But we killed them all! Plunder the city, failure. Unfortunate. Ruling family, Zana, the last one left. I have to wait for them to come back too. Damn! That's a shame that bugged, because we won. We, like, wiped them out. I don't want to go back 10 minutes, though, to be honest with you. Handsome Beau grovelled before Fergus. Why would you grovel in front of our prisoner, brother? What are you doing? He is nothing but a prisoner. Why do you entertain him so? I can punish him on a scaffold. I could release him. Seduce. Seduce the prisoner. Okay. Things seem to be going pretty well. Shame about that battle, but it's what it is. Fergus is spreading rumours about Mira. This Fergus is really something else. I feel like we should go and destroy his whole town. It feels deserved, doesn't it? Mira and Handsome Beau going on a date, and Morph has returned to the province. Now, listen, I want everyone to know that I absolutely won, okay? Just telling everyone. Who's this? Sylar, 30 years old, goes to talk to Mirror. Calm with a mental impairment and queen of somewhere. What are you queen of? Are you from Wind Peak or from Dust Valley? Let's take a look. You are... Where are you from? Nowhere that we know by the looks of things. Honestly, we need to go and finish the job on Dust Valley. What else can I do here? Can I, like, tell them... Demand tribute. Offer vassalage. Challenge the authority and demand they become your vassal. If they don't submit within 3 days, you attack their city. Become their vassal by force. Peace treaty. Is that how we take over, maybe? Lords. Whom? It says whom. Okay. Maybe we should offer them vassalage. Send a messenger. After they took that beating. And then I think that would mean we take over this whole area, wouldn't it? So medieval to keep someone as a prisoner, but then people just become friends. It's like Fergus is our Theon. He's our Theon Greyjoy, making friends with everyone that's here in Winterfell, you know? How they never made a Game of Thrones game like this, I don't know. Wait, what's happened here? What? Hello? Where are you taking Fergus, brother? Brother? Where are you taking Fergus? Oh, he's drunk. Putting him in your bed. You guys are just the best of buds, huh? Your relationship is plus 79. He tried to blackmail us. His dislike of me is not... Oh, it's minus 100 loyalty, but in terms of like, it's only minus 10 for being his sworn enemy. Minus 100 loyalty is pretty wild. I feel like it would take so many rings or something to like grind that up to get them to join you through loyalty alone. It's a lot of work. I wonder if I could just assassinate. They don't have a lord, so they're awaiting, they're anticipating the attack. If you win, he becomes your vassal. If you can't defeat him, he defends his right to independence. Well, attack it is. My brother's wife butted up and had a heartfelt conversation with Fergus. How do you feel about Fergus, Mira? Oh. What? What just happened? Did he just poison you? That was very suspicious. You're suddenly... Oh wait, are you giving birth? I think you're about to give birth, okay. You dropped to the floor in front of Fergus and became immobile. And I thought something had happened, but I think you're about to give birth. Yep, it's the 24-hour mark. Okay. I thought we suddenly had a secret assassin. Now, you have difficult childbirth. Now, this could be a story because Mira could die during childbirth. Whilst I've dragged my brother away to war, we could return to his wife gone. So we'll see what happens here because she has difficult childbirth as a trait. Let's hit some trade up with Herta, the only lord that's functioning now whilst here. just my disloyal wife. So I think we get some rings for bribes and such. And what do we have to sell? What do we have? Like a surplus of turnips, as always. A surplus of turnips. And lots of... Like, why are we ever hungry when we have so much wheat and stuff? I'm sure I'm, like, failing a little bit on the actual colony management, but, you know, we'll worry about that when the game's actually out, okay? Let's go ahead and get some slaves to replace the ones that have just gone to war. Okay. And, we'll go from there. Comes back. Ah, wife, I've returned from war. How goes it?
I've bought 8 new slaves.
Sorry, what? I just freed all the slaves. We'd finally overcome the taintedness of being slave masters. I freed them all. I took them to war, and you've replaced all of them and bought even more than we had last time.
Yes, that's right. I'm the queen round here now. I do what I want.
Oh, right. Okay, dearly, darling. I will leave you to it then. Can but hope I fall in battle. Fergus Tamira spread rumours about Herta. He's spreading rumours about my wife? It's so crazy that the prisoner can be acting this way. We should just kill him, honestly. I am going to take out his entire bloody family, I'll tell you that much. Dust Valley, once more. I will put pay to you, old man, like I did the first time around before it bugged out. And actually, before it does, I'm going to save. In case. There we go. Yes, old man, I'm back. And this time, I'm taking everything. This time there are 4 of you and 11 of us. The odds were in your favour, but I've returned with my brother. Pay no attention to the fact that some of my men are already covered in blood for some reason. Let's go! This is what you get when you say no to working for us. You lose a hand. Submit. Submit. Give up. You will submit. Or die. Yes. Die, I said. And you. What is occurring here? Die, we said. Wonderful. 1 dead, 2 escaped. Success. As a result of a successful assault, Zana acknowledged your power and agreed to become your vassal. Pledged to serve you faithfully. Now you are his suzerain. Amount of tribute will be 1, 2, 3 gold. Right, you work for me now, huh? A new battle popped up. Some bandits have popped out on us. Who's this? Squad Edric? Are you one of the people that escaped earlier? Well, you picked the wrong fight, my friend. You pounced out on the wrong gang, let me tell you that. On his way home, the king was attacked. And for some reason, 2 of you dropped dead instantly. Oh dear. Hang on a second. Hang on. What's happening here? You're just simple bandits. You can't do this. Hey! I am a king. That is my brother. Oh no. Is this it? Is this how it ends? I've made a terrible mistake. Come on, gang. We can get him. We're armoured. Come on, brother. Fight. Oh no. Forced to run. Personality trait. Cowards. And become a pacifist. Unhappy when having to command troops. Experience defeat in battle. Coward. Negative thought about the character from the squad they lead. Negative thoughts from the character from other lords. And now me and my brother are missing? We're missing. There's question marks on us. Did they take us prisoner? Do we have to, like, spy on the forest camp? How would we ever take it back? Oh my god. The two sisters-in-law now run this place. Queen's on top. Queen's on top with my daughter as well as the heir, and Fergus the prisoner, praying for the downfall of the snakes. Let's see what happens with her birth, actually. And whether we show back up, stumbling in from battle, or what's going to occur here. You're in charge now, my queen. Mira passed away, and the baby died. Oh no, dude. It literally is now my queen and her daughter. She died. She died. Mira died. Died in childbirth. Wow. That's crazy. What do they do with the bodies? What, sir? What are you doing? Just swung her around the room and then put her back in bed. And that's where we're going to put a pin in this one, with the king missing, his brother missing, the brother's wife has passed away, and it is simply my queen and my daughter in charge of the kingdom. Let me know what you thought of this one in a comment below the video, and I will see you in the next one. There are some videos on the screen as well, so go and check those out, and have a beautiful day. Bye.